Hello everyone, my name is SpectreMile, and today we are talking about Magicraft. So, in this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through a foolproof way to beat the easy mode, the normal mode, and, if you're careful, because I already failed, the hard mode. Of course, there are 6 difficulties in Magicraft, apart from the 3 I mentioned just now. There's also Nightmare 1, Nightmare 2, and Nightmare 3. So, how those late game things will turn out is still a mystery to me. That being said, you know, when you're starting out, it's starting to get it's very hard. It's a lot of things that you have to process. You have to figure out what is actually strong, what is not strong, and you know there are of course very strong spells in this game, but are you actually gonna get them? So the question really is, how are you gonna beat easy mode? How are you gonna make sure that you beat normal mode, and how are you gonna make sure that you try and give that a good hard try on hard mode? So if you make it this far into the video, please drop me a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. It would be greatly appreciated if you'd hit me up for that. That being said, let's hop into the rest of this tutorial. So I'm gonna open my bag here right now, and I'm gonna show you basically what I would like to call the easy mode. You know, thing to aim for, something that will continuously stack poison, and poison is gonna be the main thing that we wanna make sure that we get on the enemy. And to do that, you know, you want something fast firing, you want something good. It has everything to do with, you know, your dagger or with your wands. It has everything to do with your spells, and something to aim for during the early game, basically, or what I would like to call easy mode. I start working on getting these spells in particular, and you can see energy saving mode is there because it's very it's very heavy on mana. But this will basically make sure that you can stack the poison, and I will show you right now how this will happen, how this will go. Basically, just shooting at this, and you'll notice that I have found or created a little bit of a minigun. And that minigun is not there for doing damage. Of course, it's nice if it does do damage, but it's mostly used for one very, very special thing, and that is just adding venom. Now, this of course only adds 1 venom. What is good to know is, you know, if you want to get a few venoms, just clicking a bunch. I'm also gonna click this a few times, just to give you a little bit of an understanding. So, basically, this is 1 venom, this is now 2 venom, and this is 3 venom. This is 1 venom. But if you are gonna craft something, if you're gonna, you know, if you're finally going through your crafter or your refinery, and you combine these spells, you suddenly have this. Suddenly this equals this. So, if at all possible, try and, you know, use all your remaining slots for as much as this which you can do. That's basically the a good thing to note. Now, I will say, of course, this, if you go crazy and you find 3 of these, then instead of having, like, these apply 2 stacks of poison of each, so both together they stack together to 4 stacks of poison of each per each spell hit. However, if you then take a 3rd one and you add this together, you will get, of course, the upgraded version of that. That's the last upgrade, the level 2 upgrade basically, or the level 3 upgrade. And that will, instead of doing 6, it will do 4. So these equals the maximum upgrade. So keep that in mind when you're processing things, when you're looking at what is effective and what is not effective, then this is something to keep in mind. Make sure that you know this, that this works. I'm gonna put a little bit of a Venom Crystal Graveyard over here on this side while I pick up the rest. And there we go. I can even, you know, I'll pick up 1+. There we go. And I pick up all of these again. So, basically, this will just start stacking up a boatload of of poison, and that is what you really want to do in early game, and definitely during easy mode. This will definitely help you win the run. I'm not saying that this alone will help you finish the run, but this will get you very, very far. And if you play it well, you know, as upgrades come, you know, test some things out, right? So now you you finished easy, and you got 1 point, or basically 1 bit of currency. You're gonna go into you get 1 bit of currency that you haven't known yet, and that you want to use for other spells. And I'm gonna give you right now, spoiler alert, because I'm gonna show you what's further into the game. Now, you finish easy mode, you unlock this lovely lady over here, and she will give you all sorts of spell activations for the price of 1 of these balls. And you will get those prizes for defeating certain bosses. You know, we'll get there as we go. But it's very important to then focus and use these on this particular pack, getting yourself the Duet, the Dazzling Fireworks, the Serial, and the Echo. Now, the latter two, the Serial and the Echo, are not per se something that I would really recommend. It's not really too nice, but it is what it is. Now I have to restock all of this again, but it's gonna be it's fine. It's okay. So to do all of that, right? You finally made yourself go to easy mode. How do we then proceed? You need a few things, of course. I'm gonna quickly find the shamanic dagger again, because it's just enough things that I want. It's not like the best one, I'm telling you right now, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna take my thunderstorm, and I'm going to take my rainbow. Rainbow and thunderstorm are both things that you are able to get from the get-go. You don't need to unlock anything, it's just the way it is. And the reason why that's important, because you just spent basically your only hard-earned point of progression on something, and you put it on these. So what you do now is you try and find Duet or Dazzling Fireworks. Of course, you take this, you go for this. There are some other options that you could try and figure out, but for now, this is going to be absolutely a-okay. This is all you want. This is all you need for now. You think, okay, you know what? I'm going for this. I need to really kill normal. Then I can tell you right now that this is basically all you need. This is basically the start of what you need. And I'm gonna let the video do the talking for itself for a moment, and just click my left mouse button and show you what this will do. As you can see, this stacks up a bunch of thunderstorm. I will tell you right now, this costs all of our mana, right? All of our mana is just poof, gone. It's over. It's nowhere here. So basically, you're waiting again until you get another to get your mana back up, and then you can place another hit. But until then, you're waiting. You're hoping that everything goes all right. You're hoping that nothing is gonna attack you. You have to dodge everything, and in the meantime, you wait and you wait and you wait. Now, another option instead of Dazzling Fireworks is Duet. This will be a little bit easier on mostly your PC. It will also do a lot less. It will do a lot less things. So keep that in mind. It will make sure that things are just a little bit more manageable for a computer. And as you go, you know, things will work out sometimes when that happens. But keep that in mind. Thunderstorm is one of the best ways to drop your the poison stacks on it. Also, Rainbow is one of the best way of getting this to trigger. But you can also do, just as a as an option, really, is instead of taking a thunderstorm, you take black hole, because then that happens. What also helps with black hole, if you have a automatic navigate. Basically, this will just make things a lot easier. It's not as good as the thunderstorm stacks, but it's getting there, and it's really helpful. Now, this is one of the things that just really helped me out from this guide from CyKs, on Discord. It's just, this is the way that you can really go hard. That you can really just finish that normal game. I'm not saying with ease, because, you know, the game just isn't easy. You have to find broken combinations. You don't have the access completely yet, but there will be broken spells in the game. And of course, if you encounter those are fine to use as well. Let's not forget that, you know, during these sorts of games, it's always important to make sure that you keep an open mind. What I will add, I'm gonna quickly prepare another one. This one is, of course, just a me variation of what I have found to be very good. I'll take, you know what? Sure. Why? Let's take Shadow Capture. And what I did with out of Karavda Plus, which was basically, by the way, the thing that carried me through my easy mode game. I use this like hard. This is basically just, it does a lot of damage. Also takes a lot of things. Pair that up with the rebound. And suddenly you're doing a bunch of damage. Take automatic navigate, and that damage is all centered around one thing. Take Venom Crystal. You suddenly have an actual Vada Kedavra curse that does a lot of damage. Now, take your saving mode again, and just start casting and just start blasting. This is the way that I personally just went through normal, and I did this before I even checked out the Guide of Seeks. But I was lucky to find this. It's very hard to find this. This is a epic spell, and finding this is a tough ask. It's not something that you will find immediately. It's gonna be dropped on you when you least expect it. And well, I recommend using it. I also recommend that if you look at whatever you have here, this will also do just enough. And it's gonna be, this is the cheap version. These are all normal spells. This one is rare, so it's harder to find. This one is not. The duet is a perfectly good start to do. The rest of them are all normal except for the automatic navigate. You can also, you know, just live without it. So it's not too much of a hassle to find these. You can just reroll the refineries if you don't get them. They're gonna be there. You're gonna find them easily, definitely in the beginning. And just with this, you already will be able to just completely murder the opposition in normal mode. So, that being said, are there any other things that we would want to think about? That's a good question. What is good to note for all of this, for all of these builds, and most importantly, like getting stacks, at one point you will, you know, finish your easy mode, and you will do a lot of things. You will do a lot of you will get your stacks on with your poison and all that kind of stuff. And at one point, you are going to unlock what we call the Reaper set. Now, the Reaper is very exceptional because her MP cost of her death side, which is of course small and it's low cooldown, so you're not really able to use it like quickly in a row. But it is what it is. But most importantly is her unique relic. Poison stacks applied by the spell, by spells from the Reaper, are ×2. So you basically have 2 times the amount of stacks that you apply. Now, in the beginning, that's just making sure that this little Venom Crystal is basically already an upgrade. But add in 2 Venom Crystals, and that are level 1, basically, you're already golden. You're gonna get so many things, so many stacks from just having 2 of them. You go from basically 2 to 4, and it's just, you're making things a little bit like on a very small scale exponentially, and it's just really good to look at it like that. So once you unlock this is what you want to get. You unlock this by getting a lot of stacks on your opponents. I'm not sure anymore what it exactly is because it doesn't show me anymore how to get this. I've been trying to go through a new save to finally get this set, but it's taking a lot of time and I didn't have the time. But yes, once you have this will basically make things so much better. And once you can unlock it, it's going to be ×3. And with unlocking it to ×3, it's even instead of 4 with just 2 of them, you have 6. With 3 of them, you have 9. Basically, it's just so much scaling, and definitely worth it. So consider getting her as fast as possible. And you can do that with the build that I explained earlier. And one more time, a large shout out to CyKs on Discord, who gave me permission to talk about his guide, and who told me to go ahead and use his guide. Just go ham, and I'm going ham with it. Like he gave me a lot of things that I really enjoyed, and basically his entire guide has made sure that I basically got there. So yeah, I'm very happy with all of it. Just keeping it basic. This will just go very quickly, and it's very much worth it. So keep in mind how much text you can make. If you find the right want, if you find the right things, this will just go ham. And yeah, make sure that you, of course, check out what kind of laser you want to have. Check out what kind of things you want to do. It's all also just a lot of, how do I say it, experimenting for yourself, making sure that that things work out. And I'm telling you right now, it will work out. It's just sometimes a little tough. Like we said in the beginning of the video, this is not a guarantee, but it's a foolproof way. It is basically making sure that you might be able to get there. And as long as you do that, it's gonna be okay. I think I've talked enough about everything. I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a comment you want to leave behind a comment, that would help me out tremendously. If not, that's also okay. And I wish you guys the best of your day. Goodbye.